Alright guys, so this is Aunty Hyacinth. She's actually a pastor at my church. Yes, my pastor them wear makeup because we got it like that. I think this part looks a little bit out of focus, but how Aunty Hyacinth's eyebrows grow, they grow very thick. For prior to this video, I actually just arched her brows and that's all I did. But it's where I'm drawing her line, that's where her brow line ends. If you look at some people's eyebrows, they might say they have thin eyebrows or they have no eyebrow at all, but you can look and see the outline of their eyebrows. And this is all I did for this video. I literally just followed the outline of her eyebrows, but they're really thick. So now I'm taking Fawn from, no, I'm sorry, I'm taking oh my god, what's this color again? Flawless Concealer in, oh my gosh, I forgot the name, but it's my Black Opal Flawless Toast. My Black Opal Flawless Concealer in Toast. That's what I'm taking now, and I'm doing my brows. Not my brows, I'm doing Auntie's brows, and I'm going on top and also underneath with the same color. And in the next clip that you're looking at now, I am actually using my Shades by Gal medium neutral concealer, and that's what I'm using to just bring out her brows a little bit more underneath, because she actually has hooded eyes. Now I've recently started doing this technique, but only if my clients are going under the lens or if they're being photographed or anything like that, because this step with the concealer, a lighter color, it really adds dimension to the eyes. Now I'm actually doing Auntie's, oh, this is the primer that I'm using, the step 1 makeup for step 1 primer, is their mattifying primer. Aunty Hyacinth has oily skin, so this is why I chose to use this primer. Also, I'm going to be using my Sasha Perfect Spice. It's actually my perfect spice I'm using on Aunty because I'm an auntie and I can do that. Oh, not my real blood auntie, but how was raised to call, you know, people auntie. I'm sorry, and I've probably offended a couple of you who I've met. You know, if I think you're old, or you know, I assume that you're old, I say yes auntie. I'm using my Fawn concealer as well to highlight her, and I'll just be blending that out with a beauty blender. Now I'm actually doing Auntie's makeup for stage. She's a dancer, and she's going to go, she actually had a show after this, so I was rushing, and this is a pet peeve for me. I do not like to rush when I'm doing my makeup. I mean anything, especially with makeup though, because I just feel like it's not as refined as if I would have had time. It looks good, the end product looks good, but as an artist, I do not like to rush. So I'm going in with my Black Opal Dark. Is it dark? Deep. Oh yeah, this is dark. 04 Dark. And I'm using this to set her highlighted area. Now I'm using dark, and it looks almost close to her skin tone, but I love how this just sits on her skin. I'm taking my, what's this called again? LA Girl Deep Contour Set, and I'm using this to do her low light. Now this is very strong, but I'm doing her face for stage. She has a beautiful oval face shape, but I still needed to add definition because of her being under the lights, or being recorded, and they'll be photographing her as well. Yes, I had to overcompensate for that. So I'm just brushing away, or rather patting the deep, the dark, sorry, 04 Dark from Black Opal. I was just pushing that into her skin. So now I'm taking the lighter part of my my contour set there from LA Girls, and I'm putting it right at the edge where the low light, or the darker color, what you guys call contouring, meets the lighter color, and I'm just using that to blend. So as you can see, I left a little bit of powder on her jawline, also on her nose, just to add a little bit of emphasis there. And I'm going in with my Too Faced, what's this called, eyeshadow palette, the collab that they did with Nikki Tutorial. So this is what I'll be doing. So the eye makeup is pretty simple, so I won't be talking, because I mean it's just self-explanatory. I don't know, this may seem a bit much for some of you. Oh, and just for reference, I added lashes for her, but I had to take them off because I felt uncomfortable for her, so I just did them for the video. That's another thing too. I am learning to make my clients comfortable while still doing what I know will make the look good. You understand? So say for instance, that you don't want lashes, but lashes will make the look pop. You understand? I'm going to do what she does. I probably layer her with mascara, but I'm going to leave my clients happy. So I'm trying to take myself out of the equation and not do what I know would look amazingly well and look jaw dropping, but do what pleases my clients. And that's a very hard thing for me to say, because I'm the first to say, well, if a client don't want it, convince them. But if they don't want it, they just don't want it, you know. And this is what I want to talk about in my classes as well. Nice segue to my classes. No, but it's what I want to talk about in my, she can't manage the eyeliner. But this is what I want to talk about in my classes as well. How do you handle when a client tells you no? How do you handle when you have brought your A1 game, all the expensive stuff to the shoot, you know, your brush folio, your MAC brushes, your pomade brushes, your everything, your Zuka, and they're telling you no to each technique that you're pulling out, knowing that it will let them look good? How do you handle that? How do you handle being booked, and then after you buy everything that you need and everything, and they've even probably sent a deposit, they tell you no? Or you've booked and you've written them down and they haven't sent a deposit, and you've settled that day as being theirs, and they tell you no. That's what I want to cover in my classes as well. So I don't know, it's just a lot on my heart that I just want to express. I have some new techniques I want to teach you guys, techniques that I do not do here on YouTube, and I deliberately don't do them on YouTube, because when I do make, and that's why I'm incorporating doing other people's makeup on my channel, because it gives you guys a different look into me as an artist, you know, because you've only seen me do my face, and a lot of you don't like my makeup, but I really don't care less. I love my makeup, but it's just what I want to go over with, you know, what I want to teach you guys. And I'm pretty excited, and they'll be in Florida. I've never been to Florida, so you know, I'll be going there all touristy, but I just ranted a while ago or whatever, I'll just chat. But that's basically it. So for her eye tap hooded eyes, I don't know if you guys can see, but I kept the darker color more on the inside and feathered it out. It's just a technique I've learned after doing my own eyes, and doing eye makeup for clients. So this is by far my very best glow that guys, I think guys have seen me just in every single video that I did another person's face. I just love it, because I normally grab for this palette and then the glow is just right there. Everything is just right there in one palette, so I like it. See, these are the lashes I added, and I love how it makes her eyes look. It gives a little bit, it gives a different look, but boy, she was not having it. So after the video, we took them off, and then she went ahead and did her function. Right, so I don't know, I don't think that there's much to say. For her lips, I'm using my Your True Shade Statement Lips. Your True Shade is a Jamaican owned brand, and it is sold I almost said here at Fontana. It's sold at Fontana Pharmacy, and I'm mixing the colors, because the first pink I put on, which I'm biased to, was a little bit too pink, so I mixed all the colors in there to create that nice kind of rose pink color that you're seeing. Going in with my Kylie palette, and I'm just adding this burgundy color to kind of warm up her eyes a little bit. I love how she looked from the before and after. She looked complete. She looks really young in this after. Her eyebrows are lifted, her lips are youthful, her eyes are just nice. So, and I like how the foundation matched her as well. And that's another technique I want to teach. You see, when you turn the lights off, it looks completely different. So when you guys see me on camera and in person, I'm going to look different, because the lights they either drown out or they add or they take away. So we have, as artists, we have to compensate for that. And whether being recorded or photographed, it's two different instances, two different scenarios that we have to compensate for as artists. So yes, I'm just adding some more, because I don't want her eyes to be lost on stage, because she won't have the lashes on. So I'm just adding some more to give her eyes a bit of pizzazz. But guys, this is the look on Aunty Hyacinth. I want to thank her so much for being my muse for today, and to thank you guys so much for staying to my channel. You know, I've been doing this for years, and I've branched out into pomade fitness, LyricRochester International, pomade by Lyric, a mother, a wife. Some of you guys know me from bunk bed days, now I'm man single. But I want to thank you guys for staying through to the end, and yeah, big up on yourself. Talk to me later. I see my voice even going away. I'm really tired, but big up on yourself, guys.
For you, I put my lighter in the air for you. I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through. Put my lighter in the air, the truth is you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now put your lighter in the air for us. Everybody singing together, sing a new song. Put your lighter in the air for love. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Many mighty ships are